Well, good Wednesday evening to you folks. Gonna cut in here today. I got another shirt project to do. And this one, I'm gonna be cutting out of vinyl. Pretty easy. Little quick 50 shirt order. But I figured I'd tag you folks in on it. Kind of show you the little process I go through on cutting vinyl. It's rather easy. So I've already made the design, which again, very simple design. And I'm gonna load up my first run just to kind of check to see how it comes out. Now this is for a Serve Together weekend project that we got going on with our church. And of course, you know the season that we're in, Lent. Of course, you always want to serve others. And that's kind of what we are doing this weekend through our church, is we are going to be serving others, those in need. Now, I just came over from a live where Altruistic Farmstead was taking some donations to help them out because they serve. And what a blessing they are giving out to those in need by feeding folks. You know, during the times that we're in right now, it's tough. It's tough for some people. And I'm fortunate enough to have a job, a good job, and I make a good living. But, you know, where I come from and my family, we love to serve others. And we love to help others. No questions asked. But anyway, I got in on that live and I thought, how great. So I'm glad I found that channel because I'll be watching them. And also coming up this coming weekend, my wife and I will be serving a family with a child that is fighting for his life, battling cancer. And there's a guy that's an amputee that we know who's hosting an event. It's ABI Sports, and it's a basketball team full of guys who have lost their leg, either from hip, knee, down, whatever. But they're an amputee because they've lost their leg to bone cancer. And I know two of these guys. And there ain't nothing that has stopped them from doing anything. But it's so awesome to see what they're out in communities doing and promoting, putting on these events and these benefits to support the family that may be going through this trial with their own child. And this young man that we're going to be benefiting this weekend is in a fight for his life. And everything, all the proceeds, everything, the donations that will be made from this will be going to that family to support them and the astronomical medical bills that they're incurring. So, you know, my wife and I will be serving and supporting that event this weekend as well. So, hold on, I got an alarm going off on my phone for some reason. I don't know what it is, but dadgummit. Of course it says it's hidden. Hey, what the heck is this? And it always happens when I'm doing something. And I can't get the darn thing to stop. If y'all know me, that phone was about to get fired across the room. But anyway, it stopped. It may go off again, but it stopped. But back to what I'm doing this evening. I'm actually about to do a little test run. I don't know if y'all can see that. I've got it in black, but it's a design that I made. Not really a design, but it's a little template that I made for something that I'm about to produce for some shirts. And I'm just about to give it a little test run and see how it comes out. Now, I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but it's in reverse mode because I need to cut it in a mirror image. Now I'm going to cut this on my vinyl cutter, and it's going to be in white, but in order to, on the vinyl that I'm using, that I'm going to cut it out of, it has to be reversed. That way when I do lay it on the shirt, it'll look normal and in the right direction. But anyway, I'm going to set up. I'm going to run. I got to cut a little piece. I've already figured out, I think, what size of vinyl I need. So I'm going to cut that piece and we're going to run it through the vinyl cutter. So y'all sit tight and take a watch. Yes, sir. Now what I've got here is my Siser Easy Weed vinyl, and it's white. Now I've kind of figured I'm going to need about 7 inches per cut on these here cuts I'm going to need, designs I'm going to need. So of course I've measured the 7 inches. I'm going to run that down. There's my 7-inch piece. And the next step, I will need to lay it out on a mat cutter. This is my mat cut. It's still pretty sticky, so I'm gonna lay that piece down, and I gotta set it to where it fits within the parameters of that cutter. So I'm gonna lay it in there in the lines. Gotta get it pretty straight, you know, get that smoothed out pretty good. And then I'm gonna need to feed it into the vinyl cutter. So I'm gonna turn y'all around and point y'all towards that so y'all can get an eye of me loading and the machine in action. So let's take another twist. Okie dokie. Now that I've got my vinyl laid up on my mat, I will be placing it in my cutter, which I have a Cricut Maker 3. And let me turn you around there. Now, I've said I don't like doing too much vinyl, but for easy runs, we'll do it. I'm gonna feed that sucker in there, and I believe we are ready to go. And so let's press that button and have it get after it. I hope that thing will cut it out pretty precise. It should. So now I won't let you sit here through this whole process, but this thing will cut it, and then I'll give it a weed out the excess, see how it looks, and if that's the way I like it, I will run with it. I've got to make 50 of these things, so kind of a short notice deal. That's why I'm doing it in vinyl. Normally I like to screen print, heat transfer, but in a pinch and short notice, this is how we do it, because it is rather simple. Anyway, we'll let this thing run through the motion. It'll get there. I'll cut it and weed it out for you, and you can take a look, and I'll make sure it's the way I want it, and then I'll get to making 50 of them. So just sit back, get a gander, and I'll bring you in here in a few. Only a few minutes during this, so we'll be right back with you. Now when I talk about weeding, this is what I'm doing. I'm going to take this here corner, I'm going to peel it back. Whoops, I kind of got a little bit too much of what I wanted there, because there is a clear sheet behind it, which is called the carrier sheet. if y'all see me pulling that apart there, but now this stuff peels pretty easy. But you do got to be a little bit careful because you can pull off parts you don't want to. It doesn't always happen, but depends on the design, the cut, and all that. So now I guess you can tell that it is coming out in reverse. This vinyl is pretty soft stuff too. When I do vinyl, I usually only use Siser because of the softness. Okay, that's that. Actually, it's probably looking straight for you guys. And then I'll go out and I'll peel the centers out. You gotta look for those cuts in there. You don't want to mess up your other vinyl that you'll be pressing on to the shirt. And I've got, there's two different parts here. The Serve Together Weekend 2022 is going to go on the front of the shirt, and this down here on the bottom, Pathway.Church, is going to go on the back. Now, the sizing of this, it's not too bad, but I believe I will up the size for the larger shirts that I'm going to be doing. So if y'all can see that, great. But that's it pretty much. And you see, I'll take this off. And yes, it's reversed, but if you look at it like this, it looks straight. So let me look it over real quick, and I will get you guys back in on it. But so far so good, and that's what you call running it on the mat through the cutter and then weeding. And if you're good with it, you can press that sucker. So anyway, I'll get back with you shortly. I'm gonna look this over and see if I need to make any adjustments on the computer, on the software, so y'all sit tight. Well, folks, I finalized the design that we're working on. I've got them cutting. I'm gonna cut as much as I can with the vinyl I've got, and I've got more vinyl on the way. Should be here tomorrow. So I thought I had more, but I didn't. And I just keep rolling with what I got until it's gone, and I will pick up where I left off tomorrow. So anyway, old Pooch is out here working again. Worked all day, work again tomorrow, but you know, that's part of it. When you, oh nuts, drop my vinyl sheet. But it's what you get when you're trying to record and cut vinyl with one hand, holding the camera with one hand, and you know, doing all that other good stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to get in with you guys, give you a little clip of what I'm doing. Wished I had more to do tonight, but you know, like many of you folks, I'm trying to watch some YouTube too. Watching MT Homestead right now, but it is what it is. I try to do them both, and that's when you start messing up. But again, people, it's a Wednesday night. It's hump day. So we're headed down towards the weekend. And I've got a lot to do this weekend. I'm not going to get to do too many projects here at home, but I'm going to, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be working an event for a great cause and a great family who's going through some rough times right now. And I hope we have a huge turnout, and I hope we can bless this family with a little bit of love, help, and support through their difficult times with a young child, young man that's battling cancer, fighting for his life. But that's what we do, and just spread the love. So anyway, guys, this is short and sweet. I'm gonna cut out of here. I'll definitely try to film this event we're working this weekend, and hopefully you guys will like, subscribe, and tune in and watch it. Anyway, till next time, this is Pooch, and I'm out. Yes, sir.